What's up guys, it's your boy, still needs an intro. Today we're going to be trying to remove overspray. Now I just want to make it very clear this is by no means a tutorial, so let's get into it. Now here you can see a pretty hard paint line from the taillights that I did. Right there you can see it really well, and it's a little bit here on the tailgate. It's especially bad over on this side because you can see the black speckles everywhere. So we're going to try removing this here on this. There's a little bit on the windows, but that'll be pretty easy to take off. And then there's a little bit more here. So I bought a couple things at Orscheln's and we're going to try and remove it. Now we're going to be testing a couple different methods here. We have the carb cleaner, which is the same as brake cleaner. Next we have the polish compound that I got at O'Reilly's for the tail lights. And then lastly, we're going to be trying this lacquer thinner. It's not very aggressive, it's not a paint stripper, so hopefully we can just do a couple dabs and get the overspray off. And here we have Frost Top orange and cream soda because it's amazing. I have 3 squares marked off on each side, 1 square for each one of the tests that we're going to do. And so this top one, I'm going to use the carb cleaner on both sides. The second one is going to be the polish. And then the last one is going to be the thinner, the paint thinner. So I'm going to use the brake cleaner first and let's get a comparison. Now I'm going to start off by cleaning it with, you guessed it, rubbing alcohol.
I'm stopping it here because I realized after filming that the alcohol may have swayed the results by taking off some of the overspray by itself, but it's too late to go back now.
So I'm going to put a little bit on my rag, like that. Then wipe off this first square on both sides, just to make sure any bit of dirt and grime is going to be taken off before we put on the brake cleaner. Brake cleaner should take off most of the dirt and stuff by itself, but we just want to make sure. Okay, now with the brake cleaner, I'm going to spray a little bit right here on the corner where I can get the most elbow grease into it. And I'm just going to start by going in circles. Giving it kind of a medium pressure right now, and if I have to go a little bit harder after a little while, then I will. I'm going to get a really good scrubbing in the full square, and then I'm going to let it dry. And here you can see that the brake cleaner actually did a pretty good job of getting off any of the nightshade that was previously on it. Back to that original red shine. We'll go over here where the black speckles were. You can see the difference between here and here is pretty significant. Up next is going to be this second square, or the middle square, and that's where we're going to put the polishing compound. Now for here, for this one, use a new corner, but I'm still going to use the alcohol and wipe down the middle square, and then I'll begin the polishing compound. Here you can see I just have a very small amount of polish on the corner of the rag. So I'm just going to do the same thing as the last square. Just go in these little circles like so. And again, I'm just using medium pressure. With polishing compounds, you really don't want to push super hard because there's really no need to. Now I can already tell it's not taking off near as much of the black speckles as the brake cleaner was. It is taking away some, but again, not near as much. Now I'm just wiping away the polish. This side of the rag is dry. Now if you try and take a look at the difference between here and here, you can look around the edges. You'll still see some of those little black speckles like you can here. So the brake cleaner is still so far in first. Last up is going to be this square, and that's going to be for the thinner. We're going to get a fresh corner on this rack, so we're actually going to flip it around like so. Make sure the folding is nice and neat like my mama taught me. This stuff is incredibly dangerous compared to the last two. So dangerous, in fact, that I can't even get it open. Now I'm going to take the thinner, put my rag over the opening, and just flip it upside down. Same thing as the last two. Just going to come here, work in small circles, medium pressure, because that's all the more really takes. I'm doing my best not to put one thing into the other squares. Here you can see that there is virtually no overspray left in this entire area. Same thing over on the passenger side. There's no black specks left. Now I'm going to take off the tape and get a good comparison of what it looks like underneath. So right here is the tape line, and you can see from here to here, the brake cleaner got rid of pretty much all of the overspray that was in this area. The polish also did a really good job, on top of the fact that it helped clean the area, obviously. Made it look nice and shiny. Then you come down here to the thinner, and you see night and day difference. So here's the tape line, as you can tell, and there's where the thinner was. So now we'll come over here where the black dots were. There you can see, try and find the tape line for you. Right there. See, there's the tape, and here's where the brake cleaner was, or the carb cleaner. And follow the tape line down. That's where the polish was, right here. And come all the way down here to the paint thinner. You can't really see the tape line, it's right there, going over it right now. But it did a very good job as well. I think the most effective by far was probably going to be the thinner, but you also need to be careful because it can end up ruining or harming at least the clear coat underneath. So your best bet is either going to be your brake cleaner or your paint thinner. Again, this was more just me experimenting than it was an actual tutorial. So if you enjoyed this, please be sure to drop a like. If you'd consider subscribing, click over here. If you want to see what YouTube recommends you watch next, click over here. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys next time.